happened before. A father, a mother, a daughter, a son. The threads of their lives are all lying undone. Something is needed to twist them as tight as a string you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chim.
Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time. And who gets stuck with the children with no nanny in the house? Me, that's who. I've said my say, Mrs. Brill. I'm done with this house forever. Well, good riddance then. And mind you don't stumble on your way out.
Where is she going? Oh, what on earth am I going to tell Mr. Banks?
What is all of this commotion?
Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of the household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, are all your domain. Whilst I remain the sovereign of Cherry Tree Lane.
Count! Winifred, you've engaged 6 nannies in the last 4 months, and they've all been unqualified disasters.
A nanny should govern, a nanny should rule. A nanny is a paragon who suffers no fool. A nanny's a sworn, our children would gain from having such a nanny at Cherry Tree Lane.
Briefcase! Umbrella!
If only we could find someone like your old nanny.
Few women alive can manage Miss Andrews' standards of efficiency. Besides, we couldn't afford someone of her caliber. Now, place an advertisement in the Times stating Jane and Michael Banks need the best possible nanny at the lowest possible wage.
Father, we've written our own advertisement.
What on earth?
George, please. I think we should hear it.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition. Rosy cheeks, no warts.
That's the part I put in.
Play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty. Very sweet and very pretty.
All of the...
George, take us on outings, give us treats. Sing songs, praise sweets. We won't hide your spectacles so you can see.
Put toes in your bed or pepper in your tea.
Holly Nanny, many thanks. Sincerely, Jane
And Michael Banks.
That's enough to homie rot for one day. Now, would you please go back to the nursery and let me get to work?
They were only trying to help.
It won't help anyone by making me late.
Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of the household, a straightforward task. The children,
The servants.
are all your domain. Whilst I remain the sovereign
You remain the sovereign.
of Cherry Tree
Good morning.
Yes?
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
Advertisement. We don't have an advertisement. What advertisement?
Now, let's see. Place games, all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us treats.
Michael, that's our advertisement.
Ah, rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
No, none at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
But take that up with Miss Banks. She usually handles that side. of things.
Oh.
Nothing domestic usually has anything to do with me.
Ah.
And don't forget the references.
Huh. I make it a rule to never give references.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I'll see the children now. Oh, thank you.
Of course, you'll find they're rather nice children. Now, this is... my apologies.
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stare. And close your mouth, Michael. We are not a codfish. Best foot forward. Spit spot.
Mrs. Brill, we have a new nanny.
So she passed her interview then?
Or I did.
I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. Who's responsible for that?
Mrs. Brill.
Me, I am. I like to keep things neat.
Huh. Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I can appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Now, first things first. I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand.
There's nothing in it!
We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky.
Mary Poppins, how did you know what we wanted in a nanny when we made our list?
Oh, your list? I'm not an item in the weekly shop. Thank you very much.
How did you come then? It was as if the wind just blew you here.
Oh, it did. Now, stand over there. Just as I thought. A noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
You're making that up. A noisy, mischievous...
Now you. Thoughtless, short-tempered, and untidy.
I don't believe you. Let me see. What's about your measurement, Mary Poppins?
I'm practically perfect in every way.
Practically perfect.
So people say. Each virtue virtually knows no bounds. Each trait is great and patently sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Now, perhaps you have a few questions.
Not temperamental.
Never.
Not grouchy or gruff.
The very thought.
Will you stay tender when the going gets tough?
Quite the contrary.
Do you read stories without a big fuss?
Or have objections to playing with us?
Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. I like games, but I choose them.
That's not fair.
I didn't say I was fair. I said I was practically perfect, and here's my name. By the time I leave here, you both will be the same.
chimney, chim, chim, choo. I does what I likes, and I likes what I do. Today I'm a Shriva, and as you can see, a Shriva's an artist of highest degree. And it's all me on work, for me on memory. Stay right where you are. I know that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins.
Oh, it's nice to see you, Bert.
Well, I must say, you do look swell.
He can't know you. You just got here.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael Banks. Have you met these two, Bert?
I see them running about chasing a kite.
It's not a real kite.
So, what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called A Walk in the Park. Some game. I'd rather eat spinach.
Come along, Bert.
He can't come with us. He's too dirty and I don't want to go to the sticky part anyway.
Oh, yes, you do. Because when you take a walk with Mary Poppins, you go to places you never dreamed of. All it takes is a spark. Then something as plain as park becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look anew, then you'll understand why it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light.
Oh, really?
When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright.
You talk nonsense, Bert.
Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the
The
clouds.
faintest idea what...
When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big fast band.
You've enough brass for all of us.
Oh, this is a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come along, you two.
Boring, just like other nannies thinking. Parks are good for us. It's just stretching ducks and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing this despite us? We could lose her for a lot. Perhaps it's all a plot. I'll tell you what. She seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in the park. What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know. When you take a walk with Mary, anything can happen.
Who are you?
I'm Neleus, and I'm going to have the sense to take a walk on a sunny day like this. Each man out with his dog will stand a dog to see a statue take a gentle jog. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. It's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes you all so loud. When the day is bright and golden, now is the one time. Mary makes the sunshine bright. Happiness is all around you. Daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. It's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we
Jane, did that really happen? Yes, but how?
Mary Poppins, of course.
But how did you make it happen?
Anything can happen if you let it.
Mary Poppins, how long do you stay?
We'll see.
You won't leave us, will you, Mary Poppins?
I'll stay until the wind changes. Now, run along in.
George, Jane and Michael would like to say goodnight.
Well, tell them you've given me the message.
George, please.
Father, we've had a fantastic day at the park today. We sang with the buska and danced with the statue. You wouldn't have a whoop, but...
If you know that, then why did you do it?
Daddy, could I have a kite, a proper one?
Could you fly it?
You could always teach me.
And when would I have the time to do that? Now, would you please go on? Good night.
Oh, poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites.
You know, when I was a little boy, I used to love flying kites, but my nanny, Mrs. Andrews, soon scared it out of me.
Are you sure it's out of the question to go without a nanny?
Oh, don't be absurd. All the best people have nannies. So then the wives can do charity work and entertain. Which reminds me, how's your tea party coming along?
I'm not sure. It seems so odd to send out invitations to people I hardly know.
But they're people that you should know. Remember, by your friends shall you be judged.
But that's the point, George. They're not my friends.
Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking about you. Are you going to speak to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Very well. Just make sure that she's doing things our way and not hers.
Winds do change, tides can turn, sink or swim, see what you learn. Me, I was told when I was small to just learn a trade, so I learned them all. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chim.
Mrs. Brill, what about the cake? It's just out of the oven and too hot to be touched. Well, touch doesn't matter.
Are you quite sure you know how to ice it?
Quite sure. In case you're worried, I have not been exchanged by the fairies for a total nincompoop.
I'll just go up and check the drawing room.
I like to be helpful, and I'd like to be rich, but destiny thought otherwise.
Mother wants you in the drawing room. She says you can tell Robertson and I what to do.
Does she indeed?
Please, Miss Brill, I don't mind, honest.
All right, I will give you one task and one task only. Put the icing tools next to the cake. Do you think you can manage that?
Is that all?
For you, yes. For me, no. I swear, a trader in the tower was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house.
Michael, why don't we make the icing? Because we don't know how. Don't be so feeble. Get the eggs and the flour. Are there eggs in icing? There are mine. Wallace and I, bring me the cake.
Hot! It's hot! Hot cake! It's hot! It's too hot! No, my hands! Oh no, my hands about it! My hands! No!
Mrs. Brill, go up and get ready now. Oh, goodness!
What have you done? Robertson, oh God, should I call a doctor?
I don't think that will be necessary, ma'am.
Children! Do you know how important this party is? Or you deserve some very nasty medicine. Just you wait until bedtime.
Oh, I don't think we should wait till then, ma'am. Why not go up and get changed? We'll clear up, won't we?
But I'm not ill. I won't take it, and you can't make me.
And that, as in so many things, your information is faulty. Open. Open.
It's strawberry ice.
Huh. Now you.
I'm not sure I like strawberry ice.
And I'm not sure I can. Open. Open.
Mine cordial.
Now, off we go, you two. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane?
I told you she was tricky. But must we? Can't Robertson I do it when he wakes up? He is a servant after all.
With that attitude, you'll get through a lot of staff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. Then every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Oh, my point exactly. The honeybees that fetch the nectar from the flower to the comb, then the tower that are buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sip, and hence you'll find their task is not alright. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Right yourselves, please. Spit off. Up we go, Robertson I.
Mary Poppins, you're a miracle worker.
How did you get them to do it?
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way.
We'll be off now, ma'am. Come along, children. Best foot forward.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Apparently these came this morning and Robertson I forgot to give them to you. Their apologies, ma'am. From your guests, they're not coming, none of them.
Oh, did we choose the wrong date?
No, ma'am. I think you asked the wrong people.
In a most delightful way.
Game.
What game?
A visit to the bank.
Did Daddy agree? If he did, you must have put the idea into his head somehow.
Oh, what an impertinent thing to say. Me, putting ideas into other people's heads. Really?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Good morning. Thanks. A word. I've seen most of Vaughn's house lads came to town again. Have you made your decision?
I believe so, sir.
Good, good. Be sure it's the right one. Thanks. Latin America is an expanding market. Have you no courage?
But, Mr. Von Hustler, what I haven't been able to grasp is what exactly is your final point of it?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, money, but, you know, I wonder, making money out of money, will it be enough?
Are you mad enough to be a banker? Have you come to your decision, Mr. Banks? There's a town of good people whose future depends on you.
I know that.
Give us this chance. The factory could be running in weeks and expanding before the year's out. Please, Mr. Banks, I'll give it everything I've got.
Mr. Northbrook, I believe you, and I've tried to find a way. But how can I be sure the money would be safe?
What about my workforce? They'll make it safe. My men have dreams to earn an honest living, a wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, it pays the way. I promise we repay the loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook, but what on earth are you doing here? Can't you see that I'm busy?
No, we're done, and no man should be too busy for his own children. What have you come for, young man? Have you come for some money as well?
Hardly. What would they need money for?
Well, it's never too early to learn its value.
I know the value of this, 6p.
No, that's its worth. Its value is how you spend it. Now, do good and may you have good luck.
And what do we say to Mr. Northbrook?
Thank you.
I'll wait outside.
You know, when I was a little boy, I would have never dared interrupt my father.
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course I was. And my nanny, Miss Andrews, she kept me out of my father's way.
What's about your mother?
Oh, well, I shouldn't say I saw her more than once a week.
Then who kissed you goodnight? Miss Andrews?
What? Don't be absurd. We didn't have time for hugs and kisses and all that soapy nonsense. Yeah.
Poor Daddy.
Daddy, when you invest in the bank's money, what are you looking for? A good man or a good idea?
Well, I suppose I should say a good idea. But a good man is much more rarer, and he's much more valuable.
Come along, children.
Mr. Banks.
Mr. Von Hustler, I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you can't recognize a good idea?
Perhaps no, but I recognize a good man, I see.
You will regret this.
A man with dreams that life hasn't again. A man with hopes, ambitions to fulfill. And you're certain at first glance they have a chance. So, Mr. Northbrook, when exactly will the new factory be able to open?
Thank you, thank you, thank you!
The birds, tuppence a bed, tuppence a bed.
There's that horrible old woman.
Don't point. And for your information, she is not in the least horrible.
But she's just a bundle of rags.
When will you learn to look past what you see? Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little bird woman comes. In her own special way to the people she calls.
Come buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. The young ones are hungry, the nest are so bare. All it takes
Hello, Mary. Hello, kids.
Hello! We're off to Mrs. Corey's talking shop. Care to join us?
Talking shop. Who's Mrs. Corey?
Who's Mrs. Corey? Mrs. Corey is older than anyone in the world. She knew George before he was conquering, Valak before he went to Poland, and Alexander before he weren't so great.
But that's impossible.
Anything can happen if you let it.
Well, if it isn't Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks.
She knows us?
And how is Paula to Georgie?
Who?
Georgie Banks, your father. He used to come into my shop here in secret. I remember he used to love my gingerbread stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversations.
I'm out of conversation.
Oh, dear.
And I'm right out of words, too. I do have some letters.
Oh. Now, what words can we make?
Right, okay.
Low Peter first.
Ah.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words come from in the first place? Someone had to make them up.
You know, we can always use the same letter more than once. Now, let me see. Super, cala, fragile, listic, XB, yalla, docious.
That's not a word.
Of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. If you say it so freaky, effects can be atrocious.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
Yeah!
Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious.
You know, you can say it backwards, which is so coded I set the synagogue for the creepers.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got the tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up these words and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick up those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order which is very hard to spell.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Smarty pants.
George, why on earth are you home so early? Is everything all right?
No, everything's all wrong. After I refused to loan the bank's money to some German chap, he went to our chief rivals. They lent him the bank's money, and now it looks set to be a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time, can they?
That's exactly what they expect.
Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always have precocious.
That's
Supercalifragilistic.
right! Loud enough. Go to your room. Mary Poppins, you're supposed to be teaching these children manners and just look at them.
George, you're tired. Mary Poppins, could you keep the children occupied in the nursery tonight?
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper and we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten and I hate him.
You take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father. Mary Poppins, can you please take them up to the nursery? George, if you have troubles, I'd like to share them.
Don't worry, you will. I've been suspended from the bank until they figured out what to do with me.
Twists and turns, ups and downs. One moment smiles, next moment frowns. With bad-tempered faces, I'd better change quick. 'Cause if the wind changes, the face just might stick. Chim chimney, chim chim, chiree chim chiroo.
Why does Daddy always have to get so cross?
I thought fathers were supposed to look after their children, not yell at them all the time.
Maybe. But have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers, I suppose.
Not the children.
Wouldn't that rather be upside down?
Sometimes families are upside down. For a while, anyway.
I don't want to be in an upside down family. I wish I could just run away. Well, why don't you? Because you miss me. No,
Now that's all, you two. Now get into bed at once.
Oh, Mary Poppins, I wish you'd just leave us alone.
Be careful of the things you wish for.
Don't you ever stop?
You should govern your temper, or your temper will govern you.
I'm sick and tired of you and your stupid game.
Just get into bed. Huh.
I won't go to sleep, and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things,
Your information
is faulty. Playing the game, having a ball. Those who won't play, shan't play at all. Will we meet again? Maybe when they've learned to play again.
Up where the smoke is all balloon and curl. Between pavement and stars is a chimney sweep's world. Well, there's hardly no day, nor hardly no night. There's things up and shadow and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London. What a sight!
Joining the sweeps tonight, are we?
Best sight in the world, eh? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. The sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Good luck will rub off when he shakes hands with you.
Or blow me a kiss,
Bert.
and that's lucky too. Oh, they're going then?
The wind has changed.
But they're good kids, Mary.
Would I be bothering with them if they weren't? But I can't help them if they won't let me.
So?
So, they've got to do the next bit on their own. Cheerio, Bert. Keep an eye on them for me.
Where's Mary Poppins?
Gone.
Gone?
Mrs. Brill, what does au revoir mean?
Why?
Because that's what she's written in the note. Dear Michael and Jane, keep playing games. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
French. It means till we meet again. Now go to sleep. It's late.
Nowhere is there a more happy crew than them won't sing chim 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 chimney chim 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 chim.
The wind may blow, but who's to know exactly what it's bringing? Good news or bad, happy or sad, the pendulum keeps swinging. A gentle breeze that mood the swings, both thoughts and pricing lives. The warmth has gone, the struggle on, and now 6 weeks have passed.
Mrs. Brill, is the nursery tidy?
As tidy as I can make it, ma'am. Seeing as now for the past 6 weeks, I've had all the work to do looking after the children ever since she left. And now I've got all the work to do getting the house ready to welcome her back.
Oh, if only you knew how hard it was to track her down.
Really, ma'am? Fancy that.
Miss Brill, it is her, isn't it?
Well, I don't know who else.
The note did say till we meet again.
George, dear? Oh, you're going to be so surprised.
Winifred, you know very well I hate surprises.
Oh, I do believe you're going to be proud of me. All right, everyone. I want you to find everything spick, spark, spick, and span.
Spit and span.
Oh, sense of excitement is hard to contain. Wonder is returning. Someone is returning to Cherry Tree.
Good morning.
The Holy Terror!
Mrs. Andrews, it's an honor to meet you at last. I do hope your trip was well.
It was thoroughly unpleasant. Where did George go?
I'm afraid he had a rather urgent appointment to attend to.
It's not much of a house, is it?
Well, we like it.
Well, then it doesn't take much to keep you happy. Look at the filth! There and there!
Now just wait a minute.
Oh, you must be the children. Pity, I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yeah, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Impudent boy! Where are your stockings?
I don't like them.
I can see we have not a minute to lose. These children have been spoiled. I've arrived here just in time. By chance I brought the punishment that best befits the grind. Brimstone and treacle and carbolic soap, these are the tools of my trade. And spoons of sugar, you don't have a hope of seeing that changes are made. Open!
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Worse! Open! The boy shall be sent to boarding school, and as for the girl, I shall take charge of her myself. I won't stand for whining or whimsing or whimpering, crying or lying or sobbing or simpering. I fear it's clear that for these two such bad habits lie.
I thought it was going to be one of you.
Her with the umbrella?
Michael, what are we gonna do? The only thing we can do is run away.
And who's after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world!
Is she really as bad as that?
She looks like he eats her young. Miss Andrews is Daddy's nanny, which explains a lot. Poor Daddy. Mary Poppins wanted us to help him, but it's too late.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I tell you what, let's shake hands for a bit of good luck.
Why would shaking hands with you bring us luck?
Didn't anyone ever tell you that shaking hands with a chimney sweep would bring you great luck?
Michael! Look! It's a real one! What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly a kite! I've always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Of course you did, but you got to know how it's done. Get some training in and make him the proudest father in the whole blooming empire. With turbans for paper and strings, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you are bird and flight with your fists holding tight to the string of your kite.
We didn't have time to put them on. Because we read them.
Have you indeed?
It's been so awful since you left. And Daddy's ruined, and we'll never help him like you wanted us to. And Miss Andrews come and...
Oh, my eye. But your life's a tragedy. Now, let's go home. And don't dawdle.
But she's there. She came this morning as a surprise for Daddy.
Did she? Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. Hello, Bert.
Hello, Mary. You are a sight for a sore eye.
You really are. Welcome back, Mary Poppins.
Oh, come along, children.
Aren't you going to shake hands with Bert for good luck?
I don't need any luck. Thank you.
Have you? Who are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, but you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
So what do you expect me to do?
Pack.
Pack? You insolent young person! How dare you speak to me that way? Brimstone and shit, my favorite liquor that will make runaways stop. Impudent children respond so much quicker when forced to drink every last drop. I brought up their father.
Now that I don't doubt, you must be so proud of the way he turned out.
A shining example, a pillar,
a post they given her a taste of her own medicine.
Mary Poppins, where on earth did you come from?
She came from
Michael?
Michael? Jane? Oh, you're very naughty to go running off like that. I shouldn't be as angry as anything. If I weren't so pleased to see you. Oh, but where's Mrs. Andrews?
She's gone.
Gone? Why?
She left without reason, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. We have found this one wandering in the park. Good night.
George?
Where is she?
She's gone. George, Mary Poppins is back.
Oh, good. I wonder if I might have a word. Mary Poppins, look, things haven't been going so good for us since you've left, and
About my wages, sir, if you don't mind. I won't take any just now. I should prefer to let them accrue.
But if only you are aware of how many payments are accruing.
Now, I must get started. Jane, Michael, spin spot.
Come now, darling. After so many years of good service, you made just a single mistake. How bad can that be?
Winifred, if I'm to be dismissed by the bank, we'll be destitute.
George, we'll still have what matters. The children and each other.
Is that locket new? What's inside of it?
A portrait.
Whose?
You will know when the time comes, and not before.
You won't stay this time, aren't you?
I'll stay until the chain breaks.
What chain? And when?
Let's wait and see.
I can't even go on to find.
Unique yet me unspeakably kind.
Dramatically perfect.
And yet I'm sure there's still room for improvement. A few games more.
Hello there. But what are you doing up here?
And where else would a chimney sweep be?
The world is awfully big, isn't it?
And what does that tell you?
That we're small and unimportant.
Oh, speak for yourself.
Not us. So much about our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery. But up here,
That's more like it. Troubles never seem so bad when they're a little higher up.
Brush away the dirt and soot. Brush away your tears. Comments that aren't swept away. Hang around, please. We make up a
Time is a step in time, parenthood's the same. Never is a chance to get it right.
Don't it seem a perfect crime? Don't it seem a shame? When the steps are going as smoothly as they might.
Step in time.
Just remember, there are plenty of folk ready to help you, should you need them. Back to the nursery?
Back to the nursery.
Back to the nursery, step at a time. Back to the nursery, step at a time. Nanny reason, nanny rhyme. Back to the nursery, step at a time. Special delivery for George Baker Esquire.
Special delivery. All right.
Time I go now. Good night, Governor.
Night, Governor. Cheerio, Governor.
Not so fast. Back to the nursery now. Jane, you two. Mary Poppins, would you be good enough to explain this?
First of all, I would like to make one thing clear.
Yes.
I never explain anything. Come along, children.
Wait. Oh. It seems that it's finally happening. The chairman, he wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight?
We might as well face it. Within the next few hours, I would have joined the ranks of the unemployed.
Are you quite sure?
Quite sure. We'd better make plans. Well, I never. That's where I put them.
What are they?
Ah, these are gingerbread stars I once hid from my nanny. You know, I used to always dream that when I grew up, I'd know everything there was to know about these stars. It's funny, I've never really thought about this in years. I'm not really the sentimental type.
It's good to look back sometimes.
Wait a minute, it's that Poppins woman. She's responsible for all of this.
I know that person. What's the thing she always says? A spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes bread and water into tea and cake. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself enough T.O.P. every day. Well, good luck, Governor.
Thank you, Bert. Good luck to you, too.
Father, do you remember when we went to the bank?
Yes.
Well, we were each given a token and told to spend them carefully.
Well, that's excellent advice. Now, what did you buy with it?
Nothing yet. That's why we're deciding to give them to you.
We thought a bit of extra cash might loosen things up a bit.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't suppose it was that Poppins woman who made y'all do this?
She hasn't said anything about it.
Oh. Huh. I see.
Good night, Daddy. We love you, you know. Good night, Daddy. Mummy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But remember, he loves you both very, very much, and that's far more important than houses or jobs or anything else.
Are you coming to the banquet, Daddy?
I wish I could, but I'm afraid it's just not possible.
Mary Poppins says anything is possible.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can get it. Doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made.
You can move a mountain if you use a larger spade.
Anything can happen, it's a marvel.
You can be a butterfly
Or just a marvel.
Stretch your mind beyond fantastic. Dreams are made of strong elastic.
Take some sound advice and don't forget it. The
great favor if you would feed them for me.
You turned down a scheme that was bound to make millions, and we want to know why.
Then I'll tell you. Mr. Von Hustler's scheme was hollow. He spoke to me about profits, assets, and growth, but there wasn't a single word about the people. I do apologize for ruining the bank, but I don't apologize for realizing there are more important things in life than making money.
My dear chap, Von Hustler scheme has ruined our revivals in the nastiest scandal since records begun. We don't want your apology. We're offering ours.
Oh. Oh, my word.
And another thing, do you remember giving a loan to a fella called Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening up 2 new factories with the percentage you negotiated. We look to make a fortune.
Oh, my word. Oh.
Well, that's just it. We very much hope you told us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be quite safe with us.
Give you the word. Give you the word. I'll give you the word, all right. Supercalifragilistic. Even though the sound of it is rather quite atrocious, if you sing it loud enough, you always stop the closest. Supercalifragilistic.
She taught me everything, I know.
Well, now's your chance to forget it.
Wait, Winifred. Dearest, I've made the bank a fortune.
Really?
By way of recompense, we like to offer you the job of senior manager with a salary of double.
Exactly how much has he made you?
Triple? Quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We're not the codfish.
Well,
I accept. But there's one thing that you must understand. From now on, my family comes first.
Agreed?
Winifred, I'm afraid I've underestimated you.
Oh, George, anything can happen, it's official. You could choose the super or the superficial. Sorry for the way we're steering. Obstacles start disappearing. Go on, chase your dreams, you won't regret it. Anything can happen if you let it.
When you speak like that.
Like what?
Like gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Be stern, Mary Poppins. Do be cross again.
Is that the thanks I get for the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
Now, off to bed with the both of you. Go along. Spit spot.
it's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Bert.
Well, goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Bert. Take care of yourself. In every job, when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. That moment when you know the task is done. Oh, in your heart you like to say, to help things on their way. You've always known they must do it alone. There. Practically Even so.
Look, it's Mary Poppins the locket. Oh, the chain is broken.
Jane, remember? I'll stay until the chain breaks. Anywho, what's inside?
It's the portrait of the three of us. She signed it. Mary Poppins, with a good deal of love.
Where's Mary Poppins?
Gone.
Gone. How peculiar.
Oh, don't worry, she'll be back. Now, what do you think of this?
It's the best I've ever seen!
Do you think that we could fly it together?
Oh, Daddy!
Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone forever.
How could you say such a thing, my dear?
Because we don't need her. And other families will. Right, Father?
You're right, they will.
I wonder, could we go without Nanny from now on? What do you think?
Well, Winifred, I think that you should
George, this is serious.
Look, a shooting star! We should wish on it!
Oh, well, Michael, I think we can do much, much better.
Anything can happen.
Thank you.